Are you constantly getting dumped over and over and you're getting the same type of results from your exes? Suddenly going cold and never even coming back to you and never hearing from them again? And are you also finding yourself constantly checking up on her, like through social media? Are you watching her stories? Are you also just constantly texting her and you're not getting anything back? Well, the truth is, you might be simping. And let's get into it.
Let's go.
Welcome to the Improved Men podcast. I am Paul Sebastian,
I'm Jesus Pacheco.
and we made it to episode 3.
Woo!
Here we are on a Thursday night, late Thursday night. We're having these really night sessions here, but by the time you're watching this, it's a Sunday or even a Monday. And,
Exactly.
well, we've got some stuff in store for you guys today in this video of ours. And first of all, where we left off in that intro, what is a simp? I had mentioned some things that guys are just experiencing when their girls dump them through certain behaviors that they're also noticing. So what is a simp, Jesus?
What is a simp? So, the definition that is getting thrown around is a person, especially a man, who is excessively submissive and attentive towards a woman with the objective of obtaining sexual attraction and or attention from women. Somebody that puts others first before himself at their own expense.
Okay, so we have noticed this time and time again. And, well, the definition of simp actually goes back a really long time, but it didn't always carry the same meaning. And simp actually, way back in the day, believe it or not, Jesus, it used to mean somebody who was a simple person,
Okay.
a simpleton, just like a regular doofus kind of person. But then
Alright.
evolved into the 1980s in hip hop culture, where you started hearing that in lyrics among rappers. And by that time, it started referring to a simp as what Jesus describes here: somebody who seeks the approval at his own expense, particularly towards a woman. And so now it has evolved into where we're using that term so much more, and it's spread now like wildfire over the internet. And we are therefore calling out this behavior.
Exactly. And we are seeing it that it gets thrown around a lot, but it gets mentioned a lot because of a reason, right? And it's because this behavior has been showing up more and more and more. And now with social media is being you can see it. Like now people are publicly posting stuff and you can see how people are actually doing it, and you can see it live.
Oh, yeah.
But let me tell you guys, this is not a symptom. This is a virus. This is something that is getting spread without even us men noticing it. And we have to pay attention, because a lot of what Paul mentions on the first question is actually a symptom of the simping virus. So in summary is, guys, you need to be careful in your simping, especially at the different stages of your relationship. And this is what we're going to touch on this video.
All right.
What's up, baby girl?
Oh, hi.
Hey, are you a model?
No.
When did you quit?
Never.
Hey, I really like the outfit. You really
Oh.
look really nice.
Thank you.
I like the shoes too.
Thank you.
Have a really nice hair.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
Hey,
Thank you.
how about if we go out sometime?
I'm sorry. I have a boyfriend. I'm sorry. I can't do that.
We don't need him.
Okay, guys. And from what you just saw, It's basically you're just doing the things that you think is deemed as safe. You're really just taking the probably the easiest and safest route for you, and it's kind of like you're protecting your ego a little bit, where you're just showering compliments and you think that that is what's going to win the girl over. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Uh, how is this behavior even learned? And that goes back to when we grew up, growing up, and how we've been exposed to all types of media through movies, music, TV shows, our parents, our peers, right, coworkers, students attending our schools.
Exactly. This is something that is canned, right? It's something that you probably saw in a movie that probably some friend told you to do. And believe me, guys, that's not going to work because you really just want to come and try to have a connection with the person, right? You don't want to come in and the first interaction to be fake. Women are really they perceive a lot of that fake tone. They can perceive when you're trying to just flirt with her, and you're not trying to really have a connection with her. You're just trying to basically get her number or whatever, and she's gonna feel that you're being just fake. All right, all right, all right, all right. Thank you for joining
Hey,
me in this lovely night.
yeah, no problem. Thank you for picking me up.
We're gonna have an amazing date.
Awesome.
You know why?
Awesome. Why?
Because we're gonna go to the most expensive restaurant in town.
We are?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
They have the most expensive steaks, the most expensive wines directly from La France.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, it sounds like you're really going all out tonight.
It's our first date, so
Okay.
we had to make it special.
Okay, well, awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to it. Let's go. I'm excited. All right.
Yes, I took my ex-girlfriend there once.
Okay, so in this stage, you've managed to ask her out on a date, and now you got that date. You landed it. Now, provided up until this point, you've done well for yourself. You probably hit all the right stuff. You probably made the right connection.
You were not fake.
You weren't. You were genuine. Everything was cool, right? So so then the guy went ahead and he picked her up, and then he tried to overcompensate. And at this point, I'm sure maybe there's a lot of you guilty, and we've even known some people where they tried to overcompensate and they've wanted to. They think that the best way to win the girl over is by taking her out to expensive restaurants, get her expensive gifts, or really just show off and amaze her with views and just showing how much money that you can spend.
Exactly. You are really not focusing on her. You are just putting out a show. You are just putting up front all the money, and you are not really trying to have a connection with that person. And believe me, guys, that is not sustainable. If you start taking her out to expensive dates, well, what's gonna happen for the second date? You probably have to spend at least equal of what you spend on the first date.
Yeah,
So it is a big expectation.
yeah, yeah.
And if you take her now to a cheaper date, she's gonna feel that emotion kind of like going down, right? You want to escalate little by little, right? You don't want to start here on the top and then not trying to bring it down. So
Yeah.
then it's gonna look like, okay, he just tried to impress me on the first date. This is a real him.
Because now he's gonna have a really tough hill to climb,
Exactly.
and you're already gonna be starting from you just from way up here, and it's just not gonna go so smooth after that.
Exactly.
All right.
So since you're enjoying yourself, do you see us going into a second date?
Well, yeah. I mean, sure. Well, you seem like a cool guy, so and we're having fun. I'm having fun. This is nice. The drink is nice. The steak was good. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't want to make, sudden decisions so soon.
All right, cheers for that. So, Jessica, what kind of guys do you go for usually?
Well, I mean, I don't really have a type or anything like that,
Mm-hmm.
but as long as the guy treats me nice and he's cool and he's laid back, I mean, well, you're all right. I mean, you're nice. Like, I'm just barely getting to know you, but I just want to be treated right, and that's all I look for.
I'll treat you right, baby girl. So, Jessica, how about if you and I go to my place after this?
Okay, guys, and that was a demonstration of what not to ask at a date. These are horrendously bad date questions.
Horrible.
First date, second date questions, even if you're lucky enough to make it to the second date after that. I would never ask questions like that. Those are just questions that just bleed of insecurity. You're not sure of yourself. You're just hoping that you throw something on the wall and it sticks. But that's not it. That's not it, guys.
Exactly. Is at that point is you are showing off that you're not confident. Showing off that probably whatever's happening to the date is something that is fake, and she's gonna start noticing that those questions are just seeking validation from her. So again, it's you need to focus on the person. You need to focus on on her. What is she passionate about? What's unique about her? And asking all these questions are just gonna make her feel really, really uncomfortable. So, Jessica, today's a special day.
Oh, it is. It is, huh?
Yes, it is. It is our 1 month anniversary.
Oh my God, it really is.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. I was
Mm-hmm.
almost forgetting.
Uh-huh. But I did not forget because I have a gift for you.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, what do you got? What do you
Especially
have?
directly from Dyson. This is a nice vacuum cleaner for my baby
Whoa,
girl.
what? A vacuum cleaner.
Yes.
What do you
And
what are you trying to say?
and I have a
What?
Valentine's gift.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
Everything for my
Wow, you're
baby
really
girl.
early for
Yes.
Valentine's.
Yes.
Oh my God, a
And also
blender.
I have
Oh
a
no.
yes, a uh,
A guitar?
a
Wow.
guitar.
This is
Yes,
insane.
yes. I don't
A
even know
whole
why, but I'm just giving it to
guitar.
you. And also
What? Yeah, I
a
don't even
Martin
play
Luther King
guitar.
Jr. gift.
What? Oh my
Yes,
God.
yes.
Okay, so where's my Christmas present? Okay, so Chad has now made that girl his girlfriend. And he's made it up to this point doing just enough of the right things. And again, I would never advocate for any of this behavior. But up to this point, Chad then takes on another example of simp behavior, and that is oversharing. It's buying gifts, just an unnecessary amount. He's spending an obscene amount. He's doing way more than what he should be, and he just looks as if he's got some kind of agenda.
Exactly. And guys, if you are overspending on your girlfriend, is probably you're not using that money for something good. Is you should be using that money for something for the future, for your career, for your goals, for your both of you guys' goals. And it's really not gonna be something that people are gonna respect. People are not gonna respect you if you're overspending those absurd amount of money. And you guys need to think about it more from the perspective of what can I use this money for, both of us, for my career, for my goals, right? And believe me, your girl is gonna notice that, and she's gonna start losing a little bit of that attractiveness. Even though you're throwing money at her, believe me, like, she's not gonna respect you.
So now another thing that you're doing to be a simp is that you're telling your girl that you like her too much, you love her too much, you're oversharing now your feelings. So you're making yourself way too vulnerable. And a lot of you guys out there are being too expressive with your emotions way too early on. But overall, I would say, like, these are not totally bad points what we're discussing, but it's important to highlight that if you are going to, make sure that you do have the mindfulness of spreading it out. Don't do it so frequently. Do it every so often. If you have an issue with something popping up in your life, you could mention that. But at the end of the day, take care of yourself, take care of what you need to do, and just say, I've handled it. But also with your emotions with her, once in a while, just tell her, I care about you, I like you, or I love you.
Yes, you guys need to be careful about that oversharing of emotions. And not just because it's bad to share your emotions with your girl. It's about spacing it out. It's about having that mystery, right? Is you want to have an interesting relationship. You don't want to consistently it's kind of like baking a cake. You don't want to throw sugar and sugar and sugar into the cake. You want to, put a little bit, let her take care of the other side. Each of you need to put an ingredient into the cake. You don't want to throw too much sugar on it,
Mm-hmm.
because believe me, it's gonna become a little bit boring, a little bit stale, right? Is there's no story to, there's nothing for you guys to find out about each other. Once you completely start dumping all those I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, is there's not gonna be any mystery for her, and she's just gonna feel that it's always the same thing on the relationship. So a lot of relationships fail because they feel like things are just not the same, and it's probably because you're simping too much, you're telling her you love her too much, and everything is just the same at this point.
And too much sugar is diabetes.
Okay, so what you want to eat?
What do I want to eat?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, Chad, this is like the third time you've asked me this week.
But
And
I want to make you happy.
why? What do you mean? Just by asking me what I want to eat?
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I I don't get it. I mean, we're just gonna go get something to eat. I mean, you used to pick me up all the time, and you were gonna take me to just
But
really cool
but
places.
but
What?
I want to make you happy. You're now my baby girl, right? We're dating for a while, so I just want to make you happy.
You don't have to worry so much about that.
Mm.
Like, I'm cool. I'm all right. So you can't decide where you want to go eat?
There's a place down the street. Do you want to go there?
What, you mean that cheap food restaurant?
Yeah, it's good. You used to like it.
Fine. I don't know. Just whatever. I'm just ready to eat. Okay. It's up
Okay.
to you.
All
Whatever.
all right, let's
I
go.
don't care. Now here, this was an example of indecisiveness. You're now at the stage where you're just willing to do anything to keep your girlfriend happy, and you're just not taking the reins anymore like you once did. And so when you've made the initial connection, you were doing stuff that was right. And you probably were even questioning yourself. There was something I was doing. I was just being myself and things were working out. But now things are going sideways and I don't know what's changed. Well, one of those things could be indecisiveness. You're no longer taking action for yourself. You're not making the you're not making the calls for you and your girl, down to the simple things like just where to go eat.
Exactly. And you, by oversimping in carrying to extreme amounts of what's gonna make her what's gonna make her happy, you're probably gonna start showing yourself more as an insecure person. Is you're gonna throw in the load and the weight of the decisions towards your girl, and now you're gonna start looking less and less confident, and you don't want to look insecure. You don't want to put a lot of pressure on your girl for making decisions. So she just wants to come with you, come to you on a date and relax. She wants to
Yeah.
feel like you are in control, that you have things planned out. Is you don't want your girl to be stressed about making decisions, because guess what, she's gonna have to think about her being happy, you being happy, and both of you guys being happy. So that's a lot of pressure on her, guys.
Yep.
Okay, guys. So Chad managed to not do all of these things, all of these wrong things that we just mentioned, right? And now this girl is in his life, and now he's gonna be trying to maybe evolve the relationship into something more, right? But guess what, Paul? Chad is now changing his life completely to adjust to her life, to her happiness.
Oh.
Yeah, and now Chad is completely modifying his plans. Now he's uh, throwing all of his resources, all of his interests, all of his goals, just to align with her. And believe me, guys, is it's sad when a man loses his passions, when a man loses his goals in life, and in the long run, is not really gonna help you to grow. And as a man, one of the things that we mentioned even on our first episodes is to be responsible. You need to be responsible for yourself, for the well-being of you. And as much as you want to have a girl in your life and you want to bring it into your life, you both of you need to have your own goals, and both of you need to be just independent people. It's okay to live together, to now start a marriage, right? But once you start completely aligning everything, your plans, and you're throwing away all your passions, all your hobbies, right? There's a lot of things that a lot of men do that,
Yeah,
right?
they do.
They throw away all their
Yes.
hobbies, right, just to appease the girlfriend, right? Is they stop going out with friends. They stop playing video games with their friends. They start throwing away all those game nights or classes or paintings or paint all other hobbies basically at this point. You're throwing away everything so that way your girl is at peace.
Yeah, and at that point, you're putting your girl on a pedestal, which is just no quicker way to dry up your girl. She's gonna start running to the nearest exit because she's gonna feel
Smolder. Yeah,
small,
Smolder.
smaller. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She's feeling suffocated essentially, and you've totally changed from the person that she's really admired and respected, and you are no longer that same person. And once she feels that she becomes your world entirely, there's just something really unsettling about that. Like I can understand why that could be. So guys, always just maintain your focus. Welcome to the Improvement Podcast. I am Paul Sebastian, and in today's episode, I have a guest speaker. And it's somebody who's been following the show for quite a while. He sent us an email regarding an old relationship. He recently broke up with his ex girlfriend. He's having some issues. He's trying to figure out what is going on. So I invited him to come on board to talk to us, discuss his issues, and that way we can get it out to you guys so that we can all learn something out of it. So, coming all the way from Ohio, it is Chad joining us. Hey, Chad, how
Hi
are you? How's
guys.
it going?
Bad.
Bad. Damn. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, I did catch up on your email and we did arrange for you to come on here. And it sounds like you are not going through some great times.
Yes, Paul. You know, I had a really good relationship, and I really love her, and I was doing all the things that were trying to make her happy.
Okay. Is there more to the story here? I mean, I know you said that you love her. Okay. Which isn't a totally bad thing, but you cared to share a little more?
Yes, I basically did what everybody was telling me to do, what I found online, and I took her out to really expensive places.
Expensive places, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay. Well, it sounds like you're simping a little bit there. You are taking her to expensive places, and I gotta ask you, did you tell her multiple times that you liked her, you loved her, or something like that?
Yes, I also give her a lot of gifts.
Oh, really? You were
Mm-hmm.
also giving her gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how long were you guys together for?
2 months.
All right, so within 2 months, you told her that you loved her many times, multiple times, and you were
Mm-hmm.
showering her with gifts and you were taking her to expensive places.
Mm-hmm.
My brother, I'm sorry, man, but I gotta tell you, you have to end that now. This is what you're exhibiting there. That is simp behavior, man. You cannot be validating your girlfriend so much like that, and you are totally lacking respect for yourself. You got to hold yourself to a higher integrity, man. Otherwise, you're going to continue to see this in your future relationships, brother. So hold your head up high and start setting your boundaries, man. You gotta cut with this simp behavior. All right, man. We'll talk more after the show when we return. Thank you, Chad, for coming on board.
Thank you. Alrighty, guys. We've seen plenty of examples as to
Mhm.
how simping can ruin your relationships, right?
Yeah.
At different stages. And it's incredible, guys. These are just small examples. There's plenty of more. We're going to be probably touching on those in later videos. But I want to leave you guys with a couple of words. So first of all, is simping is a natural thing, guys. We as men want to protect, we want to provide, we want to make the people around us happy. And I'm personally not saying that you shouldn't do those things. It's you need to do it with the correct person, someone that shows that through actions that they really care about you. And again, is you really want to nourish, you want to grow this relationship into something reciprocal, and you guys need to partner up with somebody that is as happy as you both guys need to come in both as happy people and have some kind of life, some kind of passion, some goals, and you are then you come in and you both share those goals and share those passions, right? You don't need to put a lot of weight into your partner. We saw how simping puts a lot of pressure into your partner. We saw how simping can make your partner really uncomfortable, and that's why simping at every stage your relationship can ruin it.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jesus. And what I got to say is just don't do things at your own expense, guys. Maintain your integrity, but show your gratitude for the right woman, the one that has earned your trust, the one that has truly earned your love and your affection. And once you've guys achieved this mutual bond and respect for one another, you guys will be stronger. You guys will be able to fill in each other's blanks. And therefore, I truly believe that's how you'll achieve happiness. You'll find that you guys are going to prosper and you guys will flourish in your relationships. And as long as you guys know that and take care of yourselves, both you and your girl, you'll fall right into the right roles for each other. And you guys will just be on that natural kind of role there. I don't know if a better way of explaining it.
I would say
You
it
know,
will grow into something really organic.
it's like a synergy.
It's a synergy,
It's a
exactly.
synergy.
Exactly. But both of
Hmm.
you guys are gonna feel that each other are filling those gaps, as you mentioned, but it's always towards growing, right? And simping is just an easy way. It seems that it's easy just to simp, but in the long run, it's gonna cost you. So again, as Paul said, is you need to do it to the right person, and once you have a really good relationship, the simping is probably not gonna exist. So
Yeah.
guys need to be paying a lot of attention to your simping, and we'll probably be touching on more examples and more situations,
Yep.
how to
Yep.
seduce without being a simp, right? It's hard, but believe me,
Yeah, that's another
guys.
topic there.
Exactly. And we're going to be developing those because, again, we want you guys to have healthy relationships.
All right. Well, we have come to the end of this video for episode 3. We really hope that you guys enjoyed something new we've tried out. And if you guys, want to share some laughs or whatever you found hilarious, please leave it in the comments. And if you want to continue the conversation, please leave more comments. Hit that like button if you like the video. And don't forget to just subscribe to the Improvement Podcast.
Exactly. Leave us a comment. What has been probably your worst simp story, right?
Ooh.
Like
Everyone's got one. Come on, guys.
Yeah,
Come
just
on.
leave us a little comments of those simp stories.
We've
that,
all
that you
been
have
there.
Yes,
We've all been there.
And maybe we can share in a Q&A, and we can share your story, and we can probably give our 2 cents and maybe those things that you could have done better. Or if you guys don't know what happens, leave it in the comment, and we'll try to help you out.
All right, guys. That's it for us. Peace. Have a good night.
See ya.